plays, but also have the durability of something like a Gragas or like a Singe.
And Zed is one of the best assassin picks
Yes.
in the entire tournament as well, right? If Mali chooses to go down that route, that could be a possibility here as well. I feel like they might have to throw a curveball. You can't just stick to the basics, stick to the default, and hope it works. Well, like TJ said, it seems to be playing out this way. They maybe just want to play around type, and Mali again. I feel like Choir might be one of the weak links in the KDF roster as well. If you want to try to exploit that, maybe draft something that Mali can be aggressive in the mid lane.
Sentinels already setting up the core. I think I can agree that, you know, while the Shen does limit MTS's ability to be a strong Baron laner that is handling 1v1s against champions like the Fiora later on into the game, it gives them a lot of power early, and it gives them a lot of agency in the mid game with the Stand United, and the Ziggs being locked down for rest ensures that Acrobat doesn't have a standout game on the Explosive Expert, but it's going to be on the Varus, and the Lee Sin for Zeki. Oh, now Kwangdong Freecs saying, hey, oh, but this, okay,
that's nice.
All right,
that's
so
good here.
Two things back to back. So Zeki gets a Lee Sin. Yeah. There's now early agency for this position, but when we have talked about Tide, 2-trick going up in the year 0. It was the Camille, and it was Wukong. And I spoke to Tide saying, hey, did you see the Wukong change? He's like, yeah, they seem all right, but Wukong has been popping off in this tournament, and I think he's finally bitten the bullet and said, you know what? Give me the Wukong.
It's time to bring back the Wukong, and I like it here as well. Has a decent matchup into the Lee Sin. You get on top of the Varus with the Inferno Bomb coming in, with the Stand United coming in. He's basically done for. And I feel like we've kind of flipped the script here a little bit, Rafa. KDF now, they are going in on the early game. Varus is going to have a good lane phase against the Ziggs. Lee is going to do Lee things. He's going to be enabled by the Singe. And now it's KDF's turn to go for the early game, go for the pressure. Let's see what they can do.
From a theoretical point, Kwangdong Freecs are flipping the script here, as you said, saying, hey, we just won a game where we bled you out slowly.
But we just did nothing and won.
Yep. And now they're flexing their muscles and saying, okay, now we're going to take a composition that allows us to ramp up the pace. We're going to show you how to play the early game correctly. I'm going to inflict even more mental damage, but also bolster our diversity as we get ready for if Kwangdong Freecs take this series against Liberty for the 2nd seed.
And I really did like this Alistar pick. I feel like there's a lot that Alistar could do into the Kwangdong Freecs team composition, but the set, yet again, getting locked in for North, and you know he just has one goal in mind, one target in mind. I want to slam that cow into the rest of his team.
I've never seen Molly play Yasuo before. But something in my bones tells me that with 2 knockups from Wukong and Alistar, that is what they're looking for. That would be hype as hell.
Yeah.
But Kwangdong Freecs with this Akali pick for Maru, great answer into Shen. One of the few matchups that Akali can thrive in because you're not necessarily auto-attack based. You can just cast mostly your spells and dodge out on the Twilight Shroud.
Okay. It's the Diana like you talked about, right? And the Diana into the Singe, that's a bit of a dangerous matchup here, Rafa. We were kind of talking about this earlier on today. If you're melee, if you're short range, Singe can just go up, he can flip you. Lee Sin's there, that's gonna be a kill. Mali, though, is one of his best picks. We've seen him try to make the engages happen for Sentinels in the past. Now, he has backup. He's working in tandem with Type's Wukong, in tandem with MTS coming in on Stand United, and of course, Beginnings gonna be on that Alistar trying to make the plays happen. Will this be it for Sentinels? They have a team comp that can make miracles.
One of Molly's longtime duos in NA is starting, formerly of Tribe, and now, you know, playing for Immortals as their substitute. Both of these got on the hype. All stakes are at an all-time high. Kwangdong Freecs at match point. Sentinels on the back foot. Reverse sweep would have to start now. And Kwangdong almost delivering on a all-out brawl level 1.
Yeah, both teams just staring each other down, but nothing's really going to come out of that one. I do want to point out that I feel like the set's going to have a field day this game. He has 2 very clear targets. He can knock Mali out when he's channeling the Moonfall, and of course he can knock Beginnings into your own team as well. He's going to be a big part of the win condition for KDF, and he definitely delivered last game as well.
Oh, hey, what's up?
It's us.
It's us. Taking the stance. It's a power casting stance there.
I'm just glad I'm not doing anything unglamorous this time. I have a pretty unglam casting mode, as you would see from the pictures the Riot have taken of me.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's on me, really.
You always got to be ready for the cameras.
Yeah.
Clearly, we weren't there, but you know.
That one was okay. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't like necessarily not glamorous. However,
it could have been better.
It could have been better. We could have had epic gamer stances.
That would have been something here. And then both of these teams just going to be staring each other down in the mid lane, but nothing really going to come out of that one. MTS takes a good trade to start things off in the Baron lane.
Both the supports also roaming as well. Noth answering beginnings, looking for a mid lane roam. 3-on-1 potentially here.
Beginnings getting the high value heal down to both his mid laner and his Baron lane and his jungler. He's roaming all the way up here though. Where's he going? Type's not here. Beginnings is all alone here trying to back up MTS. This is quite the roam, Rafa.
Beginnings is going for the sneaky link through
He's
the bush
gone for
here.
the cross country.
Yeah. He's ready to pounce on Maru. I mean, he wants to find an executive play. And something that the analyst has mentioned is that they criticize Beginnings not being able to pull off aggressive plays.
Yeah.
You can see that Beginnings is trying, but it's the timers that are difficult to pull off here and the position of the wave state that makes it hard for Sentinels to actually execute. So
Look, this is going to sound harsh here, Rafa, but it feels to me like Type and Beginning are just not communicating, or they're just not on the same page. Because when your Alistair roams all the way up, when your Wukong's at the bot side jungle, that's never a play that you could make work.
I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt that they were hoping to catch Maru by surprise.
Sure.
You had saw Zeki clear the Scuttle Crab, so Maru might have thought, okay, maybe I can push into the Shen, maybe I can take a more aggressive trade and no one will be here. However, Zeki might be caught out here. It is Tybe looming in the shadows.
He's got backup.
He's waiting maybe to walk up and smite it. Oh,
No!
it's a flash. Oh!
The worst possible scenario for Beginnings. You could do two things. You could headbutt Palf, you could flash Palf. Unfortunately, I think it was a misclick. He flash, headbutts it, and Zeki fast enough just flashes right out of there. It's just gonna be a trade. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker for Beginnings. He's been having these heartbreaks the entire series, Rafa. His Galio engages haven't been landing. Now an Alistair as well, it's just rough.
I'm really trying hard to find the words to, you know, find silver lining. That one kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Remember what Degon said, okay? Breathe in, breathe out. Game's just getting started. It's 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. No objective's gonna be up yet. We are just chilling for now.
Inner peace.
Inner peace is what Sentinels need to find as well.
Inner peace. All right, I got my meditation
All
session.
right.
I've forgiven Beginnings. You know what happens to the best of us on the international stage? Pressure's on. I hope Sentinels are breathing as well. You know, just calm down, guys. Take a page out of the LATAM region and the Brazil region as well. When they were down, they didn't let the game get the best of them. They didn't let the pressure get the best of them. Yes, they exited out, but they still tried for it, and they were able to pull off some of the most miraculous plays forward. I mean, Furious Gaming with the upset over Nova, yes, was only one game, but Sentinels just...
But what a game.
What a story to remember. And Sentinels, they have... If they are able to pull out a miracle in this game against Kwangdong Freecs, the second best Korean team, that would be a miracle in itself as well.
Yeah. I do want to talk about the game for a little bit here. If you look at Beginnings, his roaming has actually ended up hurting him. He hasn't found anything, and now he's a level behind off. You don't often see supports with a level gap, barring a massive kill gap, because that just doesn't happen. You're not farming, nothing's going on. It's just Beginning has been over-roaming. He's basically 2 levels down on off if you look at the EXP bar.
Every word that you say is another dagger in my elbow.
Every arrow that Acrobat throws is another dagger into the heart of Sentinels as well. It's doing so much damage. They're gonna start off the Harrow.
You know what? Here's my copium angle.
Okay, let's do it.
Sentinels want to play for late games anyways, right?
Not really. Kinda? Man. But Akali's late game is
Work
so
with
good.
me. Please give me something to hope. Oh,
Well, let's
Tybe's
look
in the
at
pit.
this.
Okay, 3,400. Cyclone right on to Noth. The knockup follow-up from Beginnings, but he's super critically low. First blood goes over to Kwangdong Freecs, and the Rift Herald has been secured. But Tybe is able to answer back on the Wukong. Oh, it's Tybe! He's the one that manages to yoink the Rift Herald away from Korea.
Oh no, he wants to go for Charlie here as well. The Singe stuck under the turret. Rift Herald gonna tank that one up.
And he's super low. He doesn't have the ultimate
Doesn't have
anymore.
anything,
Molly's
yeah.
just towing like the okay, Tybe and Molly turning it up. Rift Herald gets the charge down. They're not going to be able to go for first brick quite yet because Maro is here to defend the turret, but Sentinels showing signs of life in this series.
Let's take a look at how that one played out. It started off so well. Every ultimate used onto Noth. I thought that Kwangdong Freecs had the fight based off of that. Okay, we just don't want to look at it because it was bad for KDF. That's basically the gist here.
The panoramic view.
Yeah, of Summoner's Rift. Take a tour with me. We had the radio show. Now, what do you call it? You taking a scenic view?
Yeah, the nature show.
Yeah.
There's actually
I like
some
that.
super nice nature spots we've got to hit up after in Singapore on some off days.
100%. Well, let's look at Noth.
Oh, Noth. He's going for the scenic tour view of trying to see if they can knock out Sentinels right now. Beginnings, no ultimate available, so this cow is very squishy at the moment. Dragon being started up by Kwangdong Freecs, still looking to poise around it, but they've given up position right now. Sentinels able to bully them off. Zeki is nowhere near. Can he go for the Steel Sonic Wave in? But it is Tybe that secures another objective for Sentinels.
Now Sentinels are looking good, and this time around, KDF don't have the benefit of infinite scaling team compositions anymore. They are starting to feel the pressure, I'm sure. Sentinels gotta feel good about this one. Ooh, look at that.
It's starting off well. And Arrest is putting out major damage now, a lot more reliably than the Lux was. Kwangdong Freecs seem to have practiced well against the Light Sorceress himself, but this time, an AoE bomb like that is hard to dodge consistently.
It is definitely going to be hard to dodge out on. I want to point out Maru's itemization here has the Lich Bane, no Divine Sundra. His goal is just going to be to try to kill Res, try to kill Molly, try to kill some of the squishies. Doesn't care about MTS.
Oh,
that's big.
Molly is in a world of hurt. 1v3.
Oh, man. And that kill going over to Maru is going to be great as well. He's one of the primary carries of this game. He's one of the best scaling sauces, if not the best scaling champion, on the side of the Kwangdong Freecs here.
The only thing that keeps them in the late game the further it goes on. Acrobat and Zeki, built for the early game. Noth as well, great engage as always, but their power and their consistency and reliability can fall behind in likes of their counterparts in the Wukong and the Ziggs. And Sentinels will take on. Sweeper is going to find Maru here. Headbutt pulverize combo. Huge damage from Rest. Maru Ignite ticking down. Sentinels, another one on the board.
Maru was a bit greedy there. He held his flash, he held his shroud, he held his everything.
Cyclone onto Noth. He's out deep in enemy territory right now, flashing away, but the Haymaker shield has already been expended. Another bomb! Sentinels, another one! They're starting to ramp up!
Things are falling apart here for the KDF. They lose members one after another. Maru dropping, then Noth getting caught out. Sentinels are finding the picks they need. They're finding the kills they need. Will it be enough this game?
And something to know about Sentinels, especially this jungler Tybe. Whenever the confidence starts rolling in, that is when he starts feeling more confident in how proactive he can be. It is a momentum swing, and maybe something that we saw in Game 1 where on the Olaf, because things weren't going their way, playing too relaxed, you're just saying, you know what, I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to be the one that costs my team the game because I'm the substitute, but get out of that mentality, Tybe. Be confident in yourself.
Yeah.
This is Sentinels. This is NA's hopes and dreams on the line. You have no time to worry about being scared. You have to play to win.
Well, on the Monkey King 3-0, he's definitely playing to win. He's going to get the Rift Herald here for his team as well. And Sentinels are rushing down to try to save MTS again. Great usage of the bombs. Great usage of the lasers last game as well. Rest has been doing a good job clearing out the waves where he needs to.
Tybe, another objective secured. This Rift Herald is going to be thrown down a la WCK, Rift Herald style, but 1500 HP. As long as this Rift Herald doesn't get stopped, it will slam and open up the map.
That's big.
Great chain of corruptions from Acrobat. It's going to stop Sentinels right in their tracks and almost takes out Tybe, but it is the clone. Even I got debated on the end of that one. Caster, by the way.
Well, that's still got to be the mid lane turret going over to the Sentinel squad. That's going to be big, right? You have a lot of wave play. You can hug your turret line the entire game, and there's no whittling going on this game. Sentinels, they've taken 2 turrets, but barely even taken any damage on their own.
Game state, somewhat even. Sentinels slightly pulling ahead, thanks to the objective plays off of Sentinels in the past few minutes. We're approaching the 11-minute mark. The second Dragon will be spawning as well relatively soon, and most of Sentinel's key playmakers are on 2 items now.
Yeah, this is a huge timing spike for the Sentinels. Their team comp does one thing, diving into the Kwangdong Freecs with the item spikes, with the death cap being picked up here from Mali as well. If they get the engage onto the right targets, it's gonna be huge for the Sentinel squad.
But while Sentinels are currently ahead right now, you cannot count out Acrobat on this Varus because he is at his prime. Muramana's not fully stacked yet, but once it is, those auto attacks, the arrows coming in from downtown, if Sentinels leave him unchecked, that is Kwangdong Freecs' way back into the mid-game, back into maintaining control and closing out this series.
And the Dragon is coming up in 20 seconds as well. There's a bit of a goal lead here for Sentinels, but it's not massive. It's not game-winning. It's still anyone's game, it's still anyone's fight, and both teams are definitely posturing for this. No one wants to trade this time around. We are here to fight. Look at the damage from the Sundra Wukong.
Tide thriving in comfort right now.
Yeah, this is his zone.
Don't let him into that zone.
He's already definitely in his zone.
Sentinels slowly posturing over this Dragon, but there's great ward coverage from Kwangdong Freecs, so it's going to be difficult for them to take it safely. Noth already in position to advance forward. No clone. That's a cooldown.
Zeki just went home to pick up his Black Cleaver. I get it, it's a big power spike, but that was so dangerous. Luckily, the Sentinels were not aware of that. If there was a Watt that spotted it out, that Dragon was theirs.
Prepping the minion wave to make sure that they have all 5 members at the ready.
Yeah, look
you
at
also
the top
have
lane.
MTS pressuring the turret here. I wonder if Sentinels, if they can just play this slow, as long as they don't get engaged on by Kwangdong Freecs, MTS is currently unchecked. He can do serious structural damage, but Tybe is going in for the engage, so that means MTS has got to join the fight as well. Cyclone, it is stopped. Beautiful Dragon's Rage and Chain of Corruptions, and Maru is on the flank. Watch for him. If Rest isn't protected here, he will die to this Akali. Beginnings going for the recall. Piercing Arrow finds him. Beginnings is going to walk right into Maru, and that's the cow gone! And now suddenly, Sentinels are thrown into a world of chaos because there is a sneaky ninja assassin on the backline somewhere. Sentinels have to play it together.
They're going for Dragon!
They're looking for the Dragon. Molly gets the Shuriken backflip tagged right onto him. Maru goes in. Perfect execution. Half
He's so
HP
low.
already gone, but still has one more cast. Can play with it. Look for fatal damage here onto MTS. Looks for it. MTS gets baited out on the taunt. Time able to trade back on the Choir, but who gets the Dragon in the end? It is secured by Acrobat. Tybe is still chasing. Molly's on the chase as well. Maru doing fantastic damage on the backline, but Rest manages to stay alive. And Sentinels, have they traded up? Yes, they have.
They lose the Dragon, but they have traded up in kills. It's gonna be a 2 for 3 at the end of that whole situation, and it's gonna be a big team fight win still for the Sentinels. Molly gets the kills, Tybe gets the kills, blinking red health bars on both teams, but it's the Sentinels that took the team fight win.
A moment of relief from NA fans right now. The game isn't over yet, and there's still a looming danger from Kwangdong Freecs, who they have had their marksman shut down in that prior fight, but getting a Dragon adds to the scaling potential, and we cannot reiterate this enough. Kwangdong Freecs are absolute behemoths when it comes to the later parts of the game. Yes, this composition doesn't look like it's engineered for the late game, but Kwangdong Freecs will find a way to make it work.
They have the tools. There are tools. It's not impossible. There's a big Dragon Rage win condition. There's Noth setting up a big combo. There's Maru. We saw him. He nearly won the team fight for his team in the last team fight. These 3 guys are going to be the ones you're looking out for. Maybe Charo can find a nice little flip, but he's not going to be the main playmaker. Neither is Acrobat. We're looking out for the Akali, the Lee Sin, the Set. Now on the side of the Sentinels, it's pretty straightforward, right? It's gonna be Tybe, it's gonna be Molly. These are your 2 big playmakers. Everything else just layers on top of that. The Stand United, the Mega Inferno Bomb, and of course the Alistar combo.
And in terms of change to the original roster dating back to year 0, last year, July 2021, these are the 2 newest members. Tybe obviously here as a substitute for Sheesh, but Molly changed out for Michael Udall, someone that he recommended personally to take on the mantle of this mid lane. Getting engaged on, thanks to the Stand United from MTS, will keep him alive. Beginnings looking for a potential pickup for the counter engage. Doesn't find it.
and Sentinels have done such a good job shutting down the plays.
Whoa, Tybe onto the forefront, has the GA, so he feels confident going for the engage.
But
and he can find it. Cyclone almost soloing out Noth, but his GA almost gets popped. Ooh!
No way!
Tybe, the piercing arrow doesn't land. Tybe is able to save his GA. That's a value play.
That is huge. He nearly takes down Noth. At the very least, he gets a flash, and that's going to be a very value flash because Sap Flash
Ignite too.
So important. Yeah, the Ignite as well. And he saves his own flash. He saves his GA. And Tybe, he is showing up big when the pressure is up, when the pressure is turned up.
For those who are longtime fans of Enemy, the team that Tybe came from before the end of the WNS Championship, one of the long-standing members alongside teammates like Yikes, Truth of Light as well, Jackie and Alui and Luan DJ, all these former team members looking through their former jungler, playing on the international stage for Sentinels, knowing that when Tybe gets ahead like this, when he is able to play this dangerously, this is when he is best. But Kwangdong Freecs can't sleep on them quite yet. Tybe is forced to use the Cyclone primarily to disengage from a fight.
Jella right now on the Singed, he's so squishy. He's getting shredded every team fight. This is a far cry from the Singed we saw last game. Not having the best game here for sure.
2,000 gold still for Sentinels. Nothing to write home about. It is nowhere near in Sentinels' control, but a slight edge gives them the confidence to continue playing forward, to continue being the ones that are putting Kwangdong Freecs on the back foot.
It's quite the back foot as well. They're getting zoned away from their own jungle.
Tybe is so strong. He doesn't take any damage from Zeki at this point. This is how the Lee Sin Wukong matchup starts to play out. It's so hard to take him down. Divine Sunder, and now it is beginning. This time he is looking for the ones. Acrobat almost falling to beginnings. He had the Stand United Shield as well, but it looks like it was canceled by...
That's the good thing about the Singed in the Shen matchup. You don't have to crowd control him. I'm pretty sure your glue trap cancels the Stand United.
Oh, snap.
I think it does.
I thought he would just walk up and flip, but if that's the case,
I think it does. I'll have to double check.
Yeah.
But the flip definitely does.
Oh, no! A nice death trap from Sentinels finds one kill immediately for value, punishing Kwangdong's Freak for walking blindly into the Baron buff. And Acrobat and Noth are the ones that pay for it, but they answer back on the Sentinels. It's up to Maru! All Maru all day! Can he be the hero for Kwangdong Freecs? Can he close the distance? It looks like he only finds 2 in the end.
And this has no business being a close fight for the Kwangdong Freecs, but it was all Maru finding Ras, cleaning up beginnings, 3 items on the Akali. We said he was the only chance for the Kwangdong Freecs in the late game, and is he delivering on that or what, Rafa? 5-1 and 0-1 this Akali. Inferno Elder Dragon right now. This is gonna be the game.
Coca-Cola pop-off. Taking a replay here. This is where they punish Noth, having to be the one person that steps up for vision, but explodes without it getting a chance to pop the haymaker.
And look at Tybe, man. He just pressures Acrobat out, takes him out, but look at Maru. He finds the Shuriken flip onto Ras, comes in, basically one-shots him without using half his combo, and just cleans him up at the end of that one. Look at the Elder, though.
Okay, this is what we were leading up to. It seems like Sentinels have full control of the Elder Dragon.
The Elder!
Oh, the Elder is being whittled down, but they're taking their time with it. Kwangdong Freecs having to be forced to enter in. They cannot let Sentinels take it. Tybe on the forefront has the Stand United Shield. He's looking for Acrobat onto the sideline. No one can protect him. The marksman is gone for Kwangdong Freecs. Sentinels, they're the ones on the forefront. They're the ones leading the charge. And in a time that was necessary, Tybe always stopping up on Maru. Can he be the hero for Kwangdong Freecs? Can he salvage this game? Can he prevent it from going to a game 3? Does he find the Shuriken backflip on MTS, but he doesn't want to jump into 5 members. This Elder Dragon, Zeki, a miracle would be had if he can get into the pit, but Molly throwing his life potentially just to make sure that he doesn't get into it. Flashing away, but Zeki takes out Molly, and now Sentinels are down a member. Noth throwing his life in there as well, trying to stall as much time as he can. Maru's still full HP. He can still deal some major damage here. Acrobat's death timer is coming up in the next 10 seconds as well.
Beginnings is keeping the dragon leashed. That's all he's doing. He's keeping the dragon leashed so he can finish it off.
Zeki is nowhere near to be found. He's on the bottom side of the map. He can get in range. 3,000 HP. Sonic Wave. Does he toss for it? 1,800. He walks in. Who's took the dragon? I can't tell. Sentinels. They have taken the Elder Dragon, but teleports are coming in. It's the reinforcements from Kwangdong Freecs. Can Sentinels make sure that they get out alive? Tybe is Freecs' first death of the game, and Sentinels with the Elder Dragon on their side. I imagine that they are in the lead, but Kwangdong Freecs, I don't know.
What can the KDF squad get out of this? That's the question right now. 30-second death timers for MTS and Type. Their eyes are set on the Baron, but I don't think that's what they want, Rafa. I think they want to turn. I think they want to kill off Sentinels.
24 seconds on Type. 1200 HP on the Baron. A Mega Inferno Bomb from Rest.
Six.
It is going to dissuade and stop Kwangdong Freecs in their tracks. Maru, though, not giving any an inch. He wants Rest as well. Perfect execution, already expended, but it's the rest of Sentinels looking for revenge. They're looking to take down the Ninja Assassin as well. But Choir making sure that he stops it. Oh, a Dragon's Rage kick from Zeki, but a beautiful stasis from Rest. It's going to keep him alive. Zeki's gone, and now Sentinels, they have Tybe up.
That's Baron. That's gonna be Baron here for the Sentinels. The Elder, the Baron now in their sights. Sentinels, they want to bring us to a game 3. They want to bring us to a match point. And Rafa, I think they can do it.
Baron being whittled down. Kwangdong Freecs looking for a flank. Kwa has the last cone.
Oh,
he's getting in there, throwing as much poison damage as he can. Mega Inferno Bomb adding to the chaos. 2000 HP. Time secures the Baron for Sentinels. They can clean up the rest of Kwangdong Freecs. Death timers on Zeki and Noth now.
And the Kwangdong Freecs lose the Baron. They lose their support. They've lost their jungler. They lose the Elder Inferno Dragon with a Ziggs as well, Rafa, mind you. That's gonna be doing a lot of damage. Now backs against the walls. The Kwangdong Freecs have no more scaling. They have no more win conditions. I think Sentinels might have just done it.
Sentinels, the game is not over yet, but you can imagine that all the dominoes have been lined up for success to answer back in this second game, to bring us to a game 3. NA fans from around the world, Sentinels fans from around the world hold their breaths as they wait to see if this miracle can be made, if this step closer can be closed out here, whereas Kwangdong Freecs, they are not going to go down without a fight. They will go down swinging if they have to.
They're gonna go down swinging, but there's not much to swing against. All 3 lanes being pushed in by the Baron. Where do you throw a punch?
It starts with Maru. Maru's been so spectacular on this Akali, pulling out all the
here we
miracles.
go.
Molly flashing forward, looking for Acrobat. He wants to end the game right now. He wants to bring us to a game 3. Do you believe, North America? Do you believe Sentinels bring us to game 3?
I did not believe, Rafa. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that one was over, but the Sentinels make it work. And Type, man, what a performance from him. The kid steps up huge here. They drafted a comp around him in game 1 around his Olaf. Frankly, he did not deliver. But here
he's able to play on those engages, but let me tell you, North American fans, that was our pulse right there, right? We're like, good, okay, good. Oh, we're almost at it, 21 minutes, almost gone. And then
There's a drop, yeah, there's a drop right there. Oh, again.
But goodness, again, Sentinels finally not only getting or picking up their win here and getting the win back in their sails, but also Kwangdong Freecs were pretty loose coming into this game too. It felt like they needed that win a ton, and now they're the ones that are gonna have to battle back against a loss here, TJ.
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about the final damage numbers here because I think they tell the story. Incredibly good performance by Maru. Rest of the team that you need to follow up, not there, and you could see that in-game as well. So I don't know what's going on in those team comms. I assume there's a conversation happening behind the screens or behind the scenes where they are hopefully getting things recentered. But it wasn't a great time for KDF in those late-game team fights. They didn't look super synced up.
Yeah, and for me, take a look at this chart. This is the first time we've gotten to see Tybe and why, out of all the players, all the player pool available, he was the one that was selected to come on in and fill in that jungle role.
I do also want to tag one thing on there, which is that Acrobat did have a very big number. It was a really long game. It was, once you're past 20 minutes and Varus has been playing all game, the number's going to be big. When it mattered, when the team fights were big, he was not landing the arrows he needed to. So don't be deceived by the very big number. That wasn't actually a great performance from Acrobat. You are right about Type. That was a good game.
Riku?
Yeah, I really think when it comes to the later stages, we've reached the 23-minute mark. When it comes to Ziggs versus the